Thank you to Alan Barwick for notifying me that I should record. We are now live recording. This is Lisa Ware, Senior Group Leader. This is Kevin Farwell, Senior Team Leader. We're both at head office. Lovely to see you. And some of you on here are actually driving home and you've been here today. So I didn't want to let anyone down. And I want to talk about the brand new presentation and how to deliver this because it's really important. The new presentation is all about a video. The video is absolutely fantastic. And the good thing of the video is it's duplicatable, which means that you don't actually need skill. You press play and you let Ben do it for us, which is absolutely fabulous. The one thing that matters, when you play a video, it stops rapport between you and your prospect. And in the old ways that we used to engage on every single screen, that's now stopped. So this is very important. We know how to build rapport. So I'm going to go through this exactly as if Kevin, he didn't know this because I'm springing it on him right now, as if he's my prospect. Okay. So he's here having a look at this. All right. And we're face to face. Yeah. So I'm going to share my screen for all of you to see. And we should all be seeing purple. So here we go. So Kev, really nice of you to come here. I know that we met at that last 20K and you're interested, obviously, possibly saving some money. And I know at the moment you said to me that you're retired, you've got a nice kind of comfortable lifestyle, but I'm going to show you everything. First of all, because of compliancy, but secondly, it's not all about you. I'm going to show you everything because there may be people that you know in your circle of life that very much could do with extra money coming in. The government is making life incredibly hard for everybody. Everything's going up. I met a lady the other day that's told me that in October her mortgage is going up by £900. What a lot of money to find. And she can't just add hours. So we're showing everybody. So what I'm going to do now is tell you this is about saving time, saving money, and earning an income. So let me just ask you, Kevin, first of all, you've never seen this before, have you? And I understand that you've never really ever heard of UW before you met me.
No.
Well, they're a company that have been around a very long time, over 25 years, and they've been saving people money and helping people make money for all of that time. They're actually listed on the FTSE 250, which is fantastic. They're on the Premier Stock Exchange, and there is so much good stuff about them. Now, you're probably thinking, why don't they advertise? Because you hadn't heard of them. That's a really good question. Well, they don't, because they save about 500 million by not doing so. By not spending all that money, they're able to reflect that in real savings to customers. So they don't have to keep their prices high. But there's a second reason they don't advertise. And it's all about word of mouth recommendation. You know, I remember, Kev, when you had some plumbing done by a mutual friend. And in fact, you rang me and said, did I know a good plumber? And I said, you need Peter Plum. And you trusted me because we've been friends for years. And Peter Plum came and actually did the work for you because you wanted a decent job done. You didn't want him to wreck your home at a fair price. And he certainly delivered. And it was that personal recommendation that did it. And that's the way we work. Okay.
Okay.
So let's now show you a little video.
Right.
I'm going to press watch to find out more. And this is all about showing you how less money can go out and more money coming in. And we've got a wonderful brand ambassador. His name is Ben Fogle.
Oh, yeah.
And he's going to run this and run it through for you. Now, guys, I'm expecting that all of you have played this, and I'm not going to bother to play it because that would be really, really daft. All right. So you've just seen this. Can I ask you, Kevin, what was most important to you with what you saw in that video? What did you like best?
You know what? I liked the simplicity of having everything in one place. Oh, that was superb.
So Kevin said he loves the simplicity of everything in one place. Okay, well, that's fabulous. So we'll show you a little bit more. We're going to stick some meat on the bones now, Kevin. So same with UW or double the difference back. Now, I can't imagine for 1 minute that Utility Warehouse will ever be using this UW price pledge that you can see on the screen. They are basically saying in a year, if you didn't, for some silly reason, save any money, do you know what? They'll give you double the difference back. So you can't lose. It's a fail safe. But I'm generally helping people anything between 500 and sometimes £1,500 a year. So as you can imagine, I'm not sure how that will come into play. The other thing to show you is on the screen, it's showing you that we've got this all-in-one wonderful, simple app, which is really easy. We have total control of seeing our bills when they come in, and there's all sorts of things that the app allows us to do, and I'll go into more detail in a moment. That's brilliant. But I think the one thing that I heard you say, and I'm going to major, you said you love the idea of the simplicity.
Yes.
All your home services on one simple bill.
Yep.
Here it is. Well, I'll tell you what, I'm going to bring this to life for you, and I'm going to show you a real bill. Okay, so this is my bill, and as you can see, this was the January bill. So we live in a 4-bedroom house, and there's 2 of us, and the bill comes out at the end of the first week, and then we know what's coming out by direct debit on the last working day. Absolutely brilliant. Really simple. 3 weeks, we know what's going on. Now, there are 5 services that we use. Electricity only, because we are so rural, we have no mains gas, but we do have gas, and it's in a sunken LPG gas tank. But that's the mobile, which is unlimited minutes and text, and there's 8 gig of data, and then there's the phone and broadband, and I will go into some more detail about that in a moment. And then we've got buildings and contents insurance on the 4-bedroom house. And then there is a monthly fee. By the way, that's now £3 at the moment.
Okay.
It's just gone up after 8 years. So lots and lots. So 5 services, and ridiculously only £173. Fantastic.
What's that 114 though?
Ah, well. Kev's just asked me what's the 114. Well, this is the magic bit. This is the magic money, Kev. So everyday spending using something that you saw Ben talk about, the cashback card, which is this, and I just love this cashback card. Everyday spending in the previous month meant that £59.17 has come off the cost of our services, reducing our bill down to this. Now, I'm going to go through the bill and I'm going to explain the cashback card in detail. So the bill is itemised. I won't bore you with loads of detail about it, but everything is there you need to know. There's my mobile, unlimited minutes, text, 8 gig of data. There's the phone and broadband. Actually, do you know what? We live so rural. If we actually live 3 miles into town, right, into the town of Blandford, that would be £26. But we live on what's called the extended network, so we pay more, but that's the way it is, yeah. And then there's our buildings and contents insurance. Now let's show you the magic money, and I'm going to increase the size so everybody can see this. Here we go. Now, I want to point out, this is the January bill. So this was spending in the previous month, December. Now, Kevin, we don't spend like this every month. Otherwise you think it's frivolous. This was Christmas presents going on there. Okay. So what happens is we have an account and 2 of us have a card each and we access the account. It's a bit like a bank account, but you can't run direct debits or standing orders. The money goes in and you purely spend. Now you can chip a pin or contact us up to 100. You pay the full price of the tin. But the retailer instantly sends information back to UW, and whatever that retailer has decided the percentage is, we get a percentage of what we've spent to that amount come off the cost of our services. So let's have a quick browse at this. So John Lewis and what we got there, Sainsbury's petrol and also in-store, 3% back on our spending. Then there is Boots at 5%. We've got B&Q and Marks and Spencer's at 4%. But now you're going to notice there's some shops there that you won't recognise. So Stone Hair Salon in Broadstone, it's my hairdresser.
Oh, yes.
That's 1%. Vine's Close Farm Shop, where we buy our chicken stuff, 1%. Even things like ASOS or Mamas and Papas, I bought the high chair for my newest grandson, 1%. So literally everywhere you will show this, you're going to get money back. And of course, you've realised it's not a credit card, so you don't accrue interest or get into debt.
Okay.
It's just like an ordinary bank account, and two of you can do this. Now, all these little tiny amounts, they are small, but they add up, like you just said. And what happens miraculously each month, the money adds up, and hey presto, it eliminates. In my situation here, it's eliminated the cost of my phone broadband and the mobile. Now, Kevin, how would you like to start eliminating some of the cost of your services?
Well, that seems too good to be true.
It does seem too good to be true, but I can't fake this. Now, my accountant says to me, Lisa, on average, you get about £600 a year back. And as he says to us, which is fabulous, this money, we don't pay tax and insurance on it. It's worth 30% more. How wonderful is that? So this is about being savvy with your money, being discerning, using a card that's going to give you value that otherwise you wouldn't have. Absolutely marvellous. So hopefully that's explained the cashback card.
Okay.
Here's another thing, award-winning customer service. Actually, I can say it's in this building on the Edgware Road in London. And customers love the fact that they don't go to far-flung places of the world and they speak to real human beings. As Ben said, not AI bot chat. And I don't see where having to decide a question, type it in to get a computer robot to type back. I don't think that's customer service. Our customers, they come for value initially, but you know what? They stay for the simple billing and the customer service.
Okay.
I've explained the cashback. Now here's a real enabler. So everyone puts people into contracts. It happens. But Utility Warehouse say, do you know what? We'll give you up to £400 to be able to terminate those contracts, exit them early. And we'll pay off those exit fees. And that's across any of the services. So it's a real enabler. If people want to leave poor service or higher prices sooner, they can do so. And then here's another one. Well, customers love it. And what happens is they go on and refer. Now, you said to me, you love the whole simplicity of the bill.
Mhm.
Can you think of anyone else you know that would want a bit more simplicity in their life?
My next door neighbour, Colin, probably.
Ah, your next door neighbour, Colin. So straight away, if you refer Colin to me, then what would happen is I would go and see him, and I promise to treat him with the same respect as I have with you. He comes on board, if it takes 2 or more services, guess what? You get £50 off your bill. Can I just point out, that's another £50 that the Inland Revenue don't get their hands on. It's worth 30% more. How good is that? So
I still
now,
won't be able to pay for that bill.
yeah, I want to say to you all that's watching here, this is where stories will do everything. So this is absolutely true what I'm about to say to you. I was introduced to a lady that came on in November, and it was her daughter that referred. And she had to live local, and I went to see her. And she and her husband took broadband, 2 mobiles, gas and electricity, and the cashback card. She's loved it. In all this time since November, she's only missed 1 month. She has referred me to someone else every single month. Isn't that fantastic, eh? That absolutely speaks volumes. And one of the things that's not showing here, and I think it's important, and we saw the little badges come up on the video. Well, have you heard of the Independent Consumer Organisation, Which?
Yes.
Well, they're a bit like the Consumer's Bible. And Which have endorsed Utility Warehouse over 80 times. Best energy for about 18 years on the trot, best broadband for about 16 years, and best mobile for 7. Absolutely incredible stuff. So as you can see, this is all good stuff. So now let me show you the next part. So I promised you I'd show you about how much money people can earn. So it's saying here, Kevin, how much extra will make a difference to you? Possibly. You might like just another £250 every month. Do you know what? Yes, you can get £50 off your bill. But how about being a bit smarter and upgrade that, the firewall fee, to 5 times more by becoming a partner? With my help and support, you sit and watch me, I'll help you make some money. Or you might like a bit of serious income. Do you know what? Supposing you would help reduce one household's bills, on average 3 services every week. Now you've got £1,000 a month coming in.
Where's the catch on?
This, where's the catch? This is meaningful. And then there's financial security. And this is the bit that makes the big difference. So earn a reoccurring income that builds over time. Let's explain it. Let's bring it to life. So back to my bill. Okay, Kevin, 21.5 years ago, I became a customer and a partner. And the work was done once. How long did it take? About an hour to an hour and a half, depending if we're doing things like getting the PAC codes or making sure phones are blocked, yeah? Now, we earn this reoccurring income every time one of our customers pays their reduced bill automatically by direct debit to UW. Guess what? It's about 5%. You can do the maths. That's about £8.50.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now, imagine every single month, every year, 12 months a year, for 21.5 years, I've been earning off that. Absolutely incredible. Now, translate that I've got hundreds of customers, and some of them live in bigger houses. And I don't just earn £8.50, I earn 10, 20, 30, 40, £50 a month. It's phenomenal. But can I tell you something? Some of those customers were a little bit smarter than others. And they came on board and said, I don't want £50, I want 5 times more. And they came on as partners, and they've now got customers, and they brought in people that have got customers. And we earn a second royalty, which is a tiny sliver of reoccurring passive royalty income from our team's customers. So imagine when there's 1,000 group customers at an average of about 30 to 40p. That could be another £300 to £400 every month dropping in your bank account. When that becomes 10,000 group customers, now you've got another 3,000 to 4,000 dropping in your bank account. And as it says here, you can do it whenever it suits you. There are simple steps and massive ongoing support. So the very last slide is, Kevin, what should we look at first? Save as a customer, earn as a partner, or both?
Well, it's definitely saving as a customer, but I must admit the thought of earning that sort of money is pretty awesome. I'd say both.
So Kevin has said that he now thinks both. So what we'll do first of all, let's have a look at the savings as a customer.
Okay.
Okay, right, guys, I'm going to stop the share because what you will have seen, that wasn't just a video that played. I gave meat on the bones and I turned it into reality, a story, which took a bit longer, but I actually do believe it's more engaging, just like we used to do. Because if you just play the video and only read those bullet points exactly as they are, you are not engaging with someone. And I know this was role play, but certainly what would happen and is happening when I'm with people, when I'm doing these supports, people are turning around and going both. They're not just saying, I want to save as a customer. They're saying both. So That is how you do the new one. And I hope that's of help to you. Can I have a thumbs up if you heard me okay? Did you like the idea that I gave my bill? So I gave meat on the bones and it explains it. So look, that is what's going on. I'm going to unmute you because there may be some questions that you want. So let me just do that. You can unmute, okay? Anybody got a question that they'd like to ask? Okay, Annette, yes. Has she got a question? No, she's just
No,
there.
thumbs up, I think.
Okay, thumbs up. Anybody got a question, or are you all happy with doing that?
Need to do it. Need to do it.
Can I make a suggestion to you all? Why don't you ring some of those people on your list and say, everything has just evolved. We've got a brand new presentation, which I would love to get some practice on. And would you mind awfully? I messed it up the first time. Can I come and show you the new one? Because I think I'm going to be a little bit better and I'd really value your opinion. What a great way to be able to reach out to people that already, yeah.
Yeah.
Is that good? Okay.
Yeah.
Where you brought in your.
Okay.
Sorry.
Anybody got anything else at all? No?
Anybody got a question?
Any questions? Right, well, we're going to end it here. We're going to keep it short and sweet. And then next week we'll carry on same time, but it won't be the same place. I will be back at home in Dorset.
Change the backdrop.
See you all next week, guys. Bye-bye.
Bye. Bye, Lisa. Bye, Kev. Thank you.